So what happens when we build a world of NPCs that actually live their own life without any interaction for us? They have their own consequences if something happens, and here's the crazy part. They actually remember, they have their own memory. So what I'm going to do is build a city from scratch. And what we're going to do is use Claude to build the entire environment. They're going to have their own relationships, their own money. They'll figure everything out from scratch with little interaction from me. Let's see how this progresses over the next few days. We may speed it up, slow it down, but I'm really curious to see how each of the members of this society eventually evolves over time. No predictable routines, no predictable this is what happened conversation flows. Everything will be on the AI to decide how they want to act with each other in their community. Now let's look at my man Marcus. Started as a cook, has some money. Marcus does his thing. He's going to live his own life, make his own decisions. And what I'm definitely not going to do is slide Marcus some money. $100,000. The AI decides what Marcus wants to do. The game decides whether he can do it or not. Simple as that. And everything he does becomes a memory. Every decision, every thought, every process becomes a memory. So in theory, they can do whatever they want. They can start businesses, get another job, get fired, have kids, whatever. It's completely up to them. I'm out of it. They can make decisions based off things that happened days ago. That's the beauty of this. All right, everybody, welcome back. So I did mention I wanted to start a game just to show you the possibilities of anything that we build. I'm like, I've never built a game before. I really don't understand how to do it. I'm not familiar with any Unreal. I have no coding backgrounds when it comes to video game development, full disclosure. So I said, what are some things that we can build? So I always wanted to create an RTS game, but that's just not it. Then I was like, well, we can build something like a Pokemon, but nah, it's not challenging enough. Then we came across this concept called Little Lives. Essentially, it is a AI game platform that will just do its own thing. It will start off as we build the platform. The AI will integrate with the environment itself. It'll either build, start relationships, make their own community, whatever it needs to do. It is going to self-run like a Sims-on-steroids, essentially. I have no involvement in the environment. We're going to see how this progresses over the next, let's say 100 days. I may speed it up to see what they build, but again, this has nothing to do with me, okay? Now, you may be wondering, this doesn't look like what terminal are you using or what are you using to build this? So guys, all the ideas I come up with for the most part are always in Codex. ChatGPT, Codex, it's just the easiest way for me to do it. It's a great conversation tool. I'm going to build this strictly with Claude though, but I like designing my ideas here. It's just easier for me to track, easier for me to manage, and I'm used to it. So we have the experiment, the opening scene, and things like that. Again, I don't try to one-shot. All right, one-shotting is just not something I like to do. I understand the fallback that's going to come with this, though. It's going to be buggy. We're going to have issues here and there, but there are certain skills I have in here. One is the Carpathy skill, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. It helps when you put a prompt in, it helps the logical flow. It helps you save tokens, and it really deep dives through your code to stop you from going off track, okay? So, all right, ran into a little issue not too long ago, but we're good to go now. So what we needed to watch out for, I just want to make sure we were in the same repo. If you notice, I have all my stuff. I'll do a video on it later, but I basically have an operating system controlling all my folders. So this is fine for the time being. So we're going to put it in its own repo. GitHub called Lives. All right, we're going to one-shot this and see what happens. I'm expecting this to use some usage. I can put it in Sonnet. Let's see where our current usage is at, because I'm either going to nuke it or I'm not. Usage. We had 36%. Oh, and it resets in 11 minutes, even better. So I'm going to crank this thing up to Opus, and we are going to let that run. Here we go, and I'll get back to you once it's done. Just wanted to jump back in here so everybody can see that this is not a quick thing. Like, this takes time. Currently, here we are. It's been running for about 20 minutes. We're at 58,000, almost 60,000 tokens. Let's check out usage real quick. Like, full transparency, I'm never gonna like BS you. Look, our session reset. So that's another smart thing that if you don't do, start doing. If your session is about to expire and you got 10 minutes left, knowing you gotta push some crazy assignment and token burn, stack it at the end. So this doesn't feel like one and done, one shot. It's actually going to go through. It can take its time. So, you know, food for thought for the future. But we've been running for roughly 22 minutes. We're going to let this thing keep going, and I'll check back in with y'all shortly. All right. So after this long process, I believe this took like roughly 40 minutes. I had to step out for a second. Let's see. It looked like we finished for the most part. This browser game is done. Yeah, got our own little community here. So let's see how this is. Tested private. There we go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out Claude, by the way. So this was a one shot in Claude. So there we go. Well, they're doing something. Now this is dope. Oh, look. They're meeting each other. Okay. He's somehow earning money. I don't know how he's earning money, but I guess he's at work earning money. Who has the most friends? Nobody. Okay, who's the richest? So store manager is the richest. David. Okay. Nah, this is dope so far. All right, so this is what we have. So now what I want to see is if can I speed this up? This is just one day. They're buying ramen and stuff as well. All right. Let's say I run this for 20 days. So now in 20 days, who's the richest? Now the store manager's still getting busy. What happened to Marcus? Marcus is still Marcus still got some stuff he need to do. But he's building a lot of relationships. I don't know what happened to him and Alex. Oh, he has a lot of enemies. Okay. He's pretty miserable here. Oof. All right, let's say we can make his life better. All right, so we're gonna go and give Marcus $100,000. Hey, you just won the lottery, my guy. Boom. Let's see. Implement a memory. Won the lotto. Look how happy he got. He went from 19% to 50%. Yeah, well, money can't buy happy. He's still going through it. So let's simulate this a little faster. We'll do another 10 days. You know what? 69. Run. All right. So in this little city, people are kind of happy. Nothing crazy. No, look, the stalker now took over. Hey, Marcus, what did you do with your money? No, this is just interesting at the point because you can just see that people's life events happen over this time, whether good or bad. I think they're just kind of cool. But overall, good little experiment. That's cool to see that the power of what Claude can do. This is fun. This is a fun little task. As always, I like to check the usage of what I burn. So we'll go here. Barely tapped it. And that was running Opus. I was running Opus 5 and it only touched maybe 60%, and it still resets in a few hours, so that's not bad. Yeah, let me know what you guys think though. I'm looking to do more videos like this, more build videos. I want to do some help tutorials if you got questions. I'm actually going to do one to show you how to set up a server or anything like that for free, so you're not out here blowing money, especially if you're just getting into the space, and we all know how funds can be low. But until then, like, subscribe. I'm out. Official Sean Builds.